Hey, it's Rob and Kickass. Today we have the Rev. Come on, buddy. I forgot. Today, me and Rev are taking apart this Austin Healey transmission. One of my neighbors, Colin, I go down and work on his Austin Healey about once a week or so. Been doing it on and off for about a year. Took it for a test drive the other day, and then the transmission started leaking. Well, it's been leaking. It just started leaking really bad. So we're gonna take this thing apart, and we're gonna put all new seals on it. We got a whole seal kit. Stick around. We'll get jamming on this guy. Rev, you ready? Rev's ready. So we've got the bell housing side of the tranny off. And it's a pretty old gasket. It doesn't look super old. There's a little bit of play in this bearing. You want to help me scrape this thing off? I need some rags. You gotta grab me a rag. Where the rag's at? Find it. Yes, good boy. Bring it. Good boy, hit it. Good boy. Thank you, buddy. Good boy. Use the rag bringing mud. Alright, good job. What you can see here, we're going to get this gasket stuff off here. You can see there's a big layer of schmutz. I don't know what that blue stuff, it's probably like some special, I don't know. Cleaning and scraping. Cleaning and scraping. Scraping and cleaning. I'm going to speed this up so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me scrape gasket stuff. So we have cleaned this surface, prepped it. So I hit it with this lightly just to get some of the burrs from these bolt holes off so they're smooth. I did lightly sand it with this is like a 2000. But you can see it's not the best machining. You can still see lathe marks for when they actually made it. Like where they cut it. Not super flat, but what we're going to do is we're going to put a thin layer of gasket stuff with that paper gasket on there, just to stick it on there and make it seal really well. And then once that's bolted on there, that should be good as new. Alright, so I have put this one gasket on. I have put a thin layer, almost like a glue, like the thinnest layer you could think of gasket material, just to hold this gasket perfect. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry so there's no chance of it moving when I put it back together. The biggest problem with these paper gaskets is when people put them back together, they're not straight. And then they end up either a bolt catches part of the gasket, corrupts the gasket. There's all kinds of things that can go wrong with paper. I've found that a thin, like microscopically thin layer of gasket stuff with the paper gasket, and you take your time, you do it right, is foolproof. You're not gonna have any problem. But yeah, I'll let that dry, then we'll get this bell housing back on, and we'll be back here in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. So I'm sealing these bolts. Taking one more extra measure. Putting a little gasket stuff on the head of the bolt so it seals that hole up from the inside or outside. You just put a thin around the back because it'll smush itself and seal itself once it's in there. Bit of a schmear. Always a schmear. Well, go get in your bed. Don't be sitting right there when I'm picking up heavy stuff. Go sit up there. Go up in your bed. Good boy. Oh, yeah. It's heavy. Rev, go sit down. No, yes, no. Okay. You don't want it to sit on that shaft, so I'm gonna get some wood. If you do this at home, kids, see these springs that are sticking out right here? What those are detents for these shift rods, right? So there's gonna be balls inside there. So, that being said, we grab our magneto. Here, balls. I lied. I don't want to come out. I have to get a little pick-a-doo. Pick-skidoo-dee-doo. Let me take my puppies inside. Rev, the guy you're freaking out from the thunder. Got it. Come with me back in time as we venture back long hell time ago when things are quite simple. Cars were quite simple. Transmissions were definitely simple. Got this little safety wire where they safety wire the bolts so they don't fall out. Oh shit. in first gear. So now you can see those balls coming out. It's like a BB. This one will shoot out maybe. Come to me. I can see him in there. Help that gasket guy got silicone all over the damn place. Once you get the silicone off the hole, it should come right out. Where's the magnet? Get out of that. Turn the dipstick into a long magnet. There we go. 3 balls for 3 shifters. We have this all cleaned up except for that fuzz right there. That's clean. This guy's sparkly clean. I cleaned that all the oil that's down here, very cleaned out, so it's completely dry, so none of the oil can leak onto this. So what I'm gonna do, same kind of thing I did with that one, is I'm going to put gasket stuff on this. Put this gasket on there, like a light schmear. So I'm kind of like gluing that gasket on there. So I get that gasket on there. I'm gonna wait another hour, let that dry so it's nice and perfect. Then we're gonna put another thin layer on this and mate those 2 guys together. And then we will be, actually I might wait. I might take this off because these are easy to get to with that off right now. Let's do that. So let me glue that on, then we'll start taking this drive unit off, right? Yeah, we'll do that. All right, it's the next day. We let that gasket stuff dry on that, and we're moving on to taking off the overdrive units. So we're gonna take all these out, pull this guy off, plop it on the table. So yeah, let's do that. Lots of gaskets. All right, so I pulled that back housing off and found some not so goodness in there. He said his overdrive wasn't working. So this was inside and fell down. It was down inside there, which I don't remember seeing that on the parts thing. I remember that roller right there, that rides on the pump, but I don't know where this comes from. It's all chewed up, like it banged around in there. I don't know where that thing even goes. Does it go right here? No, I don't even know what the hell that is. We're gonna take this apart and see if there's anything in there. I don't see that part anywhere. I'm gonna give him a ring and show him what I found. I might run over to his house because he's got the parts book for this. So I'm gonna look through that while I take it apart. Ew. What is that? Where's my light? So I don't know, because that piece looks like that piece, right? Looks like that roller. I wonder if one came apart and they didn't take the piece out that broke off. Because look, it's broken right there cleanly. You can see it's broken. And that looks like it has a shaft right in the middle. Right inside that spring, that looks like it would be that. So I'm pretty sure that's that piece right there. It's odd. Huh. So I think that's what's going on. Ugh, I just got this thing off. This is like a filter. It's a little dingy. Looks like a perfect candidate for the vapor hone. Into the vapor hone. We have a vapor hone, the filter and the filter plug. Now it looks brand new. High rev, it up, back it up, back it up, back it up, rev, back up, back up, back up, sit. Sit. Good boy. So we're gonna stick this guy back in here. In here. And this was the gasket on the outside. Just a spanner wrench. So our determination of this piece that was left in there, I'm pretty sure it was that at one point. It's like someone put a new one in there, but yeah. And I think the problem was it was sitting down here and it was stopping this lever from going for the overdrive. So now I can move it. I wasn't able to move it before. Little trick. This is like a nail set, little punch thing, whatever you think. It's got like a spring in it. When you push it down, it snaps a little hammer that hits the back of this thing. These are also good for when you've got little pins like this that you got to smack out with like a punch. What you can do is put this on there and Do it a bunch of times, and you can see it drives that little pin out, or at least starts it really well, because sometimes they're hard to get started. And this one, obviously, it stops. It won't go any, well, let's see how far it goes in there. Well, that one might take it all the way out. Actually, that one's going to take it all the way out. Check this out. Nope, sorry, Rev. But yeah, you can see it coming out right here. Almost. Oh, I just scabbed myself. Oh, that's not good. Oh, don't stick it in your hand. That was stupid.
This is how you make me feel. This is how you make me feel. All good, all great, sunshine all day. This is how you make me feel. And I feel good.
Alright, so we've got some more of this thing apart. Ooh. So there's a bunch of sludgy, bleh. We're gonna clean all that out. You can see where we cleaned that filter right there. But the rest of this needs to be cleaned out. Gasket guy was here. Bastard. Oh, I broke the stick. Yeah, that looks quite gross. Oh, that comes right out. Look at that. Oh, well, that makes that easier. Clean out your dirty pump hole. I always get carried away when I forget to put gloves on. It's just the story of my life. Oh, maybe we should go put gloves on. Too late. Look at all that grossness. Ew. What's that? Did you go run down to the store and buy a brand new Austin Healey part? Nope. Went to the Vapor Home. Look at that. It's brand freaking new. I love the Vapor Home. Hey. That goes on there, and in there.
All good, all great, sunshine all day. This is how you make me feel. And I feel good. I'm feeling good.
Okay, I had to watch a bunch of videos and I figured something out myself, and I hope this helps out some people that do work on Austin Healey. There's a little plunger down here, a little cam that runs, a pump that runs off a cam, this little cam. So that sits in there and that pushes, that's the pump. It's on a spring and it pushes up, so you can't get it on with this on there, you have to have it pulled down. So what have I found is people are putting a wire and they keep this like split halfway open, and then they do that and they pull it halfway out. What I have figured out is there is a hole down here. I was gonna make a tool to take out the dang pump, but what I figured out is I could put some wire or some string through here, pull this down, have the string through here holding that thing down while I put this on. Then just pull the spring out when I'm done and it puts it up. I've seen people do it with wire. I see this should be easier. So all I did is I just pulled a loop through like this. And this is spider wire fishing line, so it's like super strong. So I just made a loop and I'm gonna catch the top of this thing, or not. So yeah, I just pull it across the top and then I'm gonna push it down. Now the tricky part's gonna be holding it somewhere while it's down. So okay, I was thinking I could pull it. Ow! Cut my finger off. Make sure you've got something to hold this spider wire. It'll cut your damn finger. Just think this through, Robert. How can we do this? I've got an idea. Hold on, I'll be back with my idea. Okay, I pulled that spring down, the pump, through the hole. You have to take this off with the filter in it. So I ran a string, spider wire, not exactly strings, the strong ass wire, around here and held it down. So now I should be able to take this and slide it on there with no problem. she fell on down. All right. All right, about finishes up the old Austin Healey trans. Resealed everything, so it should be good to go. I'm gonna go get some oil, fill it up, let it sit here, see if it has any leaks. You know, might as well check it while it's out of the car. So I'm gonna do that, fill it up, let it sit overnight, and hopefully go slap it in tomorrow. What's tomorrow, Tuesday? Yeah, go slap it in tomorrow or Thursday. I don't know, we'll see. I might have something tomorrow, but when you get that thing put in, get this thing cruising down the road. Because we did take one drive on it, and then we got back, and then this thing was pouring oil, so we were like, let's go ahead and fix that. So I'm excited. We'll get that thing back in there, get that thing down the road. Thanks for stopping by.